your tongue go, and feel that restriction at the sides of your throat. Now do that again. Inhale through your nose, open up your mouth. Now this time, inhale through your nose, make that hissing sound at the back of your throat. Then exhale through your nose, make that hissing sound at the back of the throat. And let's set a metronome to that. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha, lift up at the pelvic floor. For ladies, that's lifting up at the vaginal walls. For gentlemen, it's lifting up at the perineum. You're going to keep that lift through the whole practice, and you're going to breathe even if I'm talking. You're not going to stop your breath once we set that. Inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the chest, slide forward, cobra, squeeze the legs together, point the toes away from you. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat back onto the heels like a child's seat, then lift the knees up, downward facing dog. And think about like how like sometimes you kind of skip steps. Try not to skip steps. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, point the toes, slide forward, cobra, try not to rush. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat to the heels, lifting the knees up, downward facing dog. If you don't want assist today or you don't want lotions, raise a leg and down dog split. We won't touch you. Thank you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Spread the fingers evenly. Exhale, 5. Notice how that one's together. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And as you come forward to a plank, stay in plank. Look at the wall in front of you. So don't look at the floor. And then lengthen your tailbone toward your heels so you're not lifting your hips up in the air, but you're pulling your belly in. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, go back downward facing dog, lift the hips. On the inhale, soften the knees, slowly walk the feet toward the heel, the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet hips width distance apart. Keep the hands 6 to 8 inches in front of the feet. Now, if you're bending your knees or on your fingertips, or your feet are together or too far apart. So hips width distance apart is 2 fists. So it's the internal measurement of your hips. If you're on your fingertips, put your hands on blocks. These are great arm extensions. That way you can extend your legs so you're not bending your knees to get there. And let the head be heavy. Look back at the wall behind you, putting equal weight into your hands and your feet. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. And soften the knees. You'll throw the feet out as wide as your mat. Your heels will be on your mat. Your toes will be on the bamboo floor. Feet are going to be turned out at about a 45-degree angle. Come to a squat. And then bring the hands together in prayer and press out with the forearms as you squeeze in with the knees. Now, if you find that you're kind of crunching up like this and your elbows are really close together, bring your elbows out, push your knees out, and bring your forearms parallel to the floor. That's right. So you're not kind of like crunching in and rounding your upper back. You're actually trying to lift up a little bit at the chest. And if your thumbs are up at your neck, bring them into the center of your chest. Exhale 1, good. Inhale. Exhale 2. This might be easier if you sit on a block. Sit on a block. Exhale 3. Now use your forearms to open the inner hips. Exhale 4. Inhale. Your feet are too close together, a little wider. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Then gently place your hands on the ground. Come sit down. Extend the legs out in front of you. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Exhale, place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. You don't have to go any higher than your left knee. On your inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your left ear and dorsal flex your left foot. Then exhale, twist over to the right. Bring your right hand behind you, closer to your sacrum than the mirrors. And then lift up at the chest and look back at the wall behind you. Inhale. Exhale 1, start to notice what the left foot is doing. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, come back to center line. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend the left knee into the chest. Place the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Dorsal flex the right foot. On the inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, twist over to the left. Keep pulling the right toes back. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5, and I'll come back to center line. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend both the knees. Place the heels where your knees were. The feet are hips width distance apart, which, unless I say wider than your hips, that means about 2 fists. Then bring the hands behind you 6 to 8 inches with your fingers pointing toward the windows. Bring the chin into the chest. On the inhale, lift the hips up. Make the knees disappear. If comfortable, exhale, let the head go back. Inhale. Exhale, press all 10 toes down. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down and come sit on a block or the blanket. And turn over to page 16. 16. I'm going to chant a little bit. I'm going to tell a little story to you too. So we're going to chant number 19. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. I'm going to tell a story with this. So a long time ago, before people lived on Kuntna, Mother Earth, the sun drew very near to her, and soon the plants, the beings started to wither and die and dry up. And all of the animals living on the earth begin to fear, they begin to thirst, they begin to hunger, and they begin to die. Let's chant Loka. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. The animals held a council and decided that they needed to move the sun back into its place in the sky. So they sought a volunteer to help accomplish this. And the opossum was the first to volunteer. And the opossum stood on its hind legs and reached for the sun and realized very quickly that it was too short to actually get to the sun. So the next volunteer was the fox, and the fox said, I can jump high in the sky, and I'll jump up and I'll push the sun back into its place. And so the fox jumped and jumped and jumped, but quickly realized that it couldn't jump high enough. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. The animals didn't know what to do and once more began to look for a volunteer among them. And at that time, there was a beautiful bird with a wide, respected, and admired sense of being. It was a bird that could fly very high. It was very beautiful, and it would take messages to the Great Spirit in the sky. And this beautiful, noble bird came and he volunteered to push the sun back into its place. And the bird said, I'll fly up as high as I can, and I'll press my head against the sun, and I'll push the sun back into its place. So the bird took off. It took flight in the air, and as it flew up to the sun, it got to the sun, and as it pressed its head into the sun, he pushed the sun back away from the earth. But as he pushed the sun with his head, his feathers on his head started to burn. His feathers on his body started to char, and even the skin of the bird started to burn. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. When the noble bird returned to the earth, the other animals drew in horror away from the bird. They noticed that the bird's head had been burnt very badly, and it was very scarred. And the bird's beautiful feathers had been charred dark brown. And the bird was so frightening that all of the other animals ran away from it. And so this bird is actually the turkey. And the turkey lives a solitary life. He only associates with other turkeys because of the way the bird looks. And the Indians believe that if you are able to actually receive a feather from a turkey, that this is a very auspicious message from the Great Spirit. And if you turn the bird's feather over on its back, you'll see the beautiful colors that the bird once was. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. So loka samasta sukhino bhavantu means may all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may the thoughts, the words, and the actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to that freedom for all. And in this case, we see that the turkey was willing to give up its beauty, its beautiful feathers, so that others could be happy and free. Loka samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Setting up tall, keeping the eyes closed. Allow that vibration and story just to resonate within you. That ability to give something so that others can be happy and free. Inhale deeply through the nose, fill up the lungs. Exhale everything out. Inhale halfway to a comfortable level. Start with a round of Kapalabhati, making short exhales on my clap. The inhales are happening, but they're passive. You're giving more than you're used to receiving. And as you're doing this, you're heating up the body and moving energy upward. Start to slow that down. Exhale everything out. Re-engage Mula Bandha if you let go of it. Connect to your Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale, open the eyes. Come stand up. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain seat. Big toes and heels touch. Tailbone moves toward pubic bone. Gaze is at the horizon. And the feet are going to come together. Hands are by the side. Palms facing inward. And just take a moment. Bring the hands together in prayer. Remember, you're still breathing Ujjayi Pranayama, even though I'm not counting breaths. You're not going to stop that breath through the whole practice once it starts. And set a higher intention for this practice today. Maybe thinking of something that you're willing to give so that others can be happy and free. And then exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana, mountain seat. With straight legs, inhale, hook thumbs in front of you, raise arms up alongside the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take the arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten the arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, place hands down next to feet, step the right foot back into a lunge and look forward. Let's use blocks. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, coming forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to the heels, lifting the knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot forward between the hands. Exhale, left foot next to the right and fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take the arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten the arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, place hands down next to feet, step the left foot back into a long lunge, looking forward. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog. Let's not use your thumb like that. Inhale, come forward to a plank and look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga, don't lay down. Inhale, upward facing dog, knees, thighs off ground. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor, hips are in the air. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step left foot forward between the hands, not behind them. Exhale, right foot meets left and fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana. So if you use these blocks, it'll be easier, I swear to God. Okay, so come stand in front of them. So one of the things about Mula Bandha, I said engage Mula Bandha. If you have a hard time in Chaturanga, if you cannot sustain your body in the air, it's because you are not engaging the core. Okay? So Chaturanga Dandasana is not coming out and laying down and kind of doing this. Okay? Nothing's happening when you do that. You're just using your arms to kind of push the earth away from you. When you come out to Chaturanga, you're engaged in the core, and you should be able to sustain this. Okay? So think about the core. Think about your core strength. On your inhale, hook your thumbs, raise your arms up alongside your ears and arch back. Next, I'll bend your knees, take your arms behind your back, clasp your hands together in a fist, straighten your arms and legs. Inhale, bend your knees, put your hands down on the floor block, step your right foot back into a lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank, use your core. Exhale, bend your elbows, Chaturanga, don't lay down. Inhale, upward facing dog, extend the arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Better. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, look forward in between your hands. Exhale, left foot meets right and fold over your legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take the arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend the knees, put hands down next to feet on the floor block, step your left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, bend the elbows 2 inches, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, drop to your knees, bring your chest and your chin in between your hands with your hips in the air so you're not on your pelvic. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. You're extending your arms, you're not bending them. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push your seat to your heels, downward dog. On the inhale, step left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets left and fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Reach the arms up, press the palms together. Exhale, put your hands on the earth, then extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees are not on the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward, turn the left heel down, come up, warrior one breath, not 10. Exhale, hands down to the floor block, step back, bending the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana, don't lay down. Inhale, upward facing dog, don't lay down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look past your hands. Inhale, lightly step or jump your feet in between your hands. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up, Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, put your hands flat on the floor, extend your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your head and chest halfway. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, left heel down, come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, looking at the windows, Chaturanga, not at the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog, do it. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. So you're not gonna look at the floor for that. On your inhale, step your left foot forward, right heel down, looking forward, come up, warrior one. Exhale, bring your hands down to the earth, looking at the windows, Chaturanga, don't look at the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you look at the floor, you round your upper back. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, left heel turns down, come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, looking at the windows, Chaturanga, where you look matters. Inhale, upward facing dog, don't rush. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, looking forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, pull the navel in toward the spine. Inhale. Exhale, lift up at the quadriceps. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look past the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Your palms are flat for this. You're not on your knuckles. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, come stand up to Dasana, mountain seat. Good. Everybody turn to the side and face this wall. You bring your blocks with you if you need blocks. Okay, so now this will be the front of your mat. Step your feet wide apart. How wide? Bring your arms out and bring your ankle underneath your wrist crease. That's how far. So be generous with your footing, with your steps, okay? Then turn your right toes to the right. Look at your left foot because your left foot matters. Turn your left foot in on a 45-degree angle. So your left big toe is pointing up to the front corner of your left side of your mat now. On your inhale, lift your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, reach forward to the windows. Pull your right hip back, left hip back toward the windows. Reach forward toward the mirrors. Place your right hand on your right shin below your right knee, no lower. Lift your left arm up and try to touch the sky with your left hand. Notice how you're leaning forward because you're putting your hand behind you. So if you put your hand here, you could actually line up your cranial with your big toe. That way you're kind of like not in a forward fold, right? So you're not doing a forward fold here. You're actually trying to find craniosacral alignment. So I'm not leaning and I'm looking up at this left thumb. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. So the tailbone matters here. Exhale, 2. If you're sticking your butt out, you're going to be in a forward fold. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come all the way up to a standing position by pressing into the earth. Then exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2. As you bend the right knee, notice if your right knee is in front of your right ankle. That means that you got to take a more generous step. So it's knee over ankle. Inhale. Notice if you're kind of surfing. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Yeah. Exhale, 3. Cranial sacral. So cranial sacral alignment means that your head is over your pelvis. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, lower your arms, rotate on your heels so both of your feet are parallel. Now turn your left toes toward the windows. Turn your right foot in on a 45-degree angle, so it's much more sharp than you think. It's not 90 degree. 90 degree is parallel to the edge of your mat. 45 degree means your heel is pointing back toward the front edge of the mat. Yeah, it's not parallel to the cut edge. Then lift your arms up to shoulder height. Now reach toward the windows. Pull your right hip back. Put your right hand on your right shin, not behind your foot, not in front of it. Lift your right arm up. Gaze at your right thumb. As you do that, check out where your head is in relationship to your foot. Is your head on the inside of your left foot, or is it over your left foot? Inhale. Don't move your feet, move your hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Don't move your feet. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift all the way up to a stand. Then exhale, bend the left knee, warrior two. As you bend the left knee, check out what your left foot is doing. Is it sickling in? Is the knee sickling in? It's all in your pelvis is whatever it's doing. Is the thigh parallel to the floor? Or are you, then all of a sudden, do you understand a 45-degree angle? So here you're in a 90-degree angle with your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Let's try not to surf. Exhale, two. Malibu is a beautiful place, but Jersey City's not Malibu. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Good. On your inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, lower your arms, turn your feet parallel. So now you're facing this wall, and your feet are like railroad tracks. So notice if they're slightly turning out. Little things. Notice the little things. Yoga's about the details. Bring your hands to your waist, elbows pointing to the wall behind you. If you don't want details, do Zumba. Inhale, lift up and arch back. Move your pelvis toward the wall in front of you. Then exhale, fold forward. Put your hands on the floor or blocks, whichever one. If you have to use blocks, that's fine. Then lift your head and chest, look up at the wall in front of you, and shift a little weight forward into the front of your foot so you're not hanging out in your heels. Then exhale, walk your hands back, bending your elbows, making a 90-degree angle with your elbows. Look back at the wall behind you and bring your head toward the floor. Now, notice if all of a sudden your arms are not in a 90-degree angle, but you change the hand position. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Good. Inhale. Ryan, just move a little weight forward into the toes. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. On the inhale, lift your head and chest. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Then exhale, bring your hands to your waist, elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. Pressing into the earth with your feet. Inhale, lift up and arch back. Move your pelvis forward. Then exhale, come back to center and clasp the hands together in a fist behind your back. Roll your shoulder blades toward the spine. On your inhale, lift up and arch back. Now exhale, fold forward. Bring your head in between your ankles and lift the arms away from your body. Inhale. Good. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. On your inhale, lift up and arch back by pressing into the earth. Then exhale, come back to center, release the hands. Take the hands to the hips, elbows pointing to the wall behind you. Inhale, lift up and arch back. Now exhale, fold forward. Grab your big toes in yogi toe lock. So your feet here against you are parallel. So once you slide your index finger and your middle finger through your big toe and your second toe, hold on to your big toe. Then inhale, lift your head and chest, look up, shift weight forward so you're not sticking your hip bones back. Then exhale, fold forward, bend your elbows out to the side and pull your head through your arms. Inhale, try to lift up through your quadriceps. Exhale, two, good. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Now inhale, lift the head and chest up. Exhale, release your toes. Place your fingertips at the cut edge of your mat in front of you. If your hands don't reach, then put blocks underneath your hands. That's okay. Now look back at the cut edge behind you. Bend your knees and jump your feet together and bring your heels to the cut edge of the back of your mat. So your heels are right on that edge of the mat, right here. Yeah, and your feet are together. So that's your toes, that's your heels. So your heels are here at the edge of your mat. Oh, I know. I love it when I have to teach people like where their toes are. And your fingertips are at the front cut edge of your mat. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah. Now, you're not going to be on your thumbs for this. You're not going to be on your thumbs for this. So if you're on your thumbs already, you need to put blocks underneath your hands. So why don't we put blocks underneath our hands? Okay. Now, with your hands, okay, there's another thing that you need to know, everybody. If you're bending your knees, put your hands on blocks. Okay, this is going to be hard. Okay, sometimes some things are hard. So you need straight legs. You need fingertips at the cut edge of the mat. You need heels at the back cut edge of the mat, and the arms and the legs are straight. They're not bending. Pressing into your hands. Now, notice what's the difference behind you and side of you. On your inhale, lift your right leg to the right side, not behind you. Lift your right leg up as high and dorsal flex your foot. So that heel's coming behind us. Think about the plane to the side, not behind, but to the side. Inhale, good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Beautiful, Jen. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower your right foot next to the left. All right. Pressing into your hands and your right foot on your left side, lift your left foot up into the air to the side. And keep your foot in the air. Keep your leg in the air. Exhale, 1. Side leg lift, A. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Dawn, bring the foot toward the wall in front of you. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Press your palms down instead of lifting your wrist. Exhale, 5. Gently lower the left foot next to the right. Isn't this fun? All right. Now, with the first 2 fingers of your right hand, reach over and grab your right big toe in Yogi Toe Lock. Put pressure in your left hand and your left foot. On your inhale, lift your right leg to the right side and pull the toe toward your shoulder. Exhale, 1. You got to hold on to the toe. Exhale, 2. Inhale. That nice manicure should be used for something. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now gently lower your right foot and release your right big toe. Putting weight into your right foot and your right hand. Reach over with your left hand, grab your left big toe that way so your palm's facing inward. Then on your inhale, lift your left leg out to the left. Better. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Don't bend the knee. Lift the leg. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower your left foot and release your left big toe. Soften the knees and slowly roll 1 vertebrae at a time up to a standing position. Roll the shoulders down and back, and then come back to the front of your mat into Dasana mountain seat. You should bring your blocks with you. So what I love about that's an old Jiva Mukti sequence. Sharon Gannon used to teach it all the time. It sounds really simple. Just lift your leg up to the side. It's really hard. It's very difficult. And it goes back to that idea of Loka Samasta Sukhi No Bhavantu. It sounds easy, but it's actually difficult. You have to work at it. On your inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana awkward chair seat. Next, I'll bring the hands together in prayer at heart center. Twist over to the right. Bring the left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Now, a block on the outside of your right foot is super good for this. Sit a little lower in your seat. Place your left hand on a block outside your right foot and move your left hand back toward the mirrors. So your right knee stays on the inside of your left arm. Shift weight into your right foot and step your left foot back into a long lunge. Yeah. Then extend your right arm toward the windows and look into your right palm. Standing spinal twist. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, lightly step the left foot forward next to the right. Exhale, remain in a twist. Bring the hands together in prayer. Inhale, come back to center, Utkatasana. Reach the arms up. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, aqua chair. Now exhale, bring the hands together in prayer. You're going to twist left. Get the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Keep those knees together, especially if you're in the back of the room and you think I don't see you. Sit a little lower in the seat. Then put the right hand on a block outside your left foot. Keep your right arm on the outside of your left leg. Don't let it come in front of your left knee. Shift weight into your left foot. Step your right foot back into a long lunge. Good. Then extend your left arm alongside your left ear. Look into your left palm. Standing spinal twist. Notice if your hand is pointing up toward the ceiling. Notice if it's pointing toward the windows, please. Inhale. Exhale 1. Echo, can you look behind you and help? Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, step the right foot forward next to the left. Exhale, remain in a twist. Bring the hands together in prayer. Inhale, come back to center, Utkatasana, aqua chair seat. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana, mountain seat. Bring those feet together. Bring your hands to your hips. Soften your knees. Put a little bend in your knees. This is going to help you step back further. Step your left foot straight back and extend both your legs. So here again, I'm not on a tightrope and my back foot isn't turned out. My feet are parallel to each other, okay? That's super important. Your hips are closed. Bring your hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together in a fist. And notice if that back foot's just dying to turn out because it's going to make it harder later on. So turn the foot forward. On the inhale, lift up and arch back. Press this heel down. And then exhale, fold forward over your extended right leg. Now, as you fold forward, keep pulling your right hip back and your left hip forward. You're not twisting to the left. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, lift your head and chest halfway. So your torso is parallel to the earth. Then exhale, bend your right knee. Come onto the ball of your left foot. As soon as you bend your right knee, your left heel will lift up. Put more weight into your right foot. On your inhale, lift your left foot off the floor, extending your right leg, coming into a warrior 3. Point the left toes down and not to the side wall, dropping the left hip. Inhale. Exhale 1. Try to get your heel in line with your hip. Exhale 2. You can look back and see where your foot is. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, lift your shoulders up. Bring your left foot next to the right. And exhale, release your hands. Good. That's hard too. It sounds easy, but it's actually hard. Take your hands to your hips. Soften your knees a little bit. And here again, make sure that the back foot doesn't turn out. Step your right foot straight back so you're like closed hip. You're not turning out to the side. You're not opening the hip. The hip is closed toward the front of the room. Bring the hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together in a fist. And notice if you're turning it out habitually. That's also a big problem. You got to notice if you're doing things just out of habit. Inhale, lift up and arch back. Now exhale, fold forward over your extended left leg. As you fold forward, you're pushing through the back of your right thigh, pushing your right heel down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. You can lift your arms away from the body. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now on the inhale, lift the head and chest halfway. Your torso is parallel to the earth. Exhale, bend your left knee. As you bend your left knee, your right heel will lift because of the knee bending. Put more weight into your left foot. On your inhale, lift your right foot off the floor, extending your left leg. Dorsal flex your right foot. Inhale. That means point the toes down. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Try to lift the heel as high as the hip. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the shoulders up. Bring the right foot next to the left. And exhale, release the hands. Good. Step away from the front of your mat, about 2 feet. Okay, 2 feet. Give yourself a little room. Bring your feet together. Heels touch. Annie, bring those feet together. Then bring your hands together in prayer. Now, lift high on the balls of your feet like you're in high heel shoes. Then press your inner heels together. If you press your inner heels together, you'll be able to stay aloft. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. This is a wild turkey. Isn't that nice? Inhale. Exhale, start to bend your knees. Descend your seat towards your heels. Your heels are going to stay off the floor like you're in high heel shoes. Now, as you come down and your seat touches your heels, open up your knees and put your hands on the floor just in front of your feet. Then your palms have got to be flat. You cannot be on fingertips. Now lift your hips and squeeze your upper arm bones with your knees, or move your knees into your armpits. That's even better. Start to bend your elbows, making a shelf for your arms. Tilt forward into your hands. Look at the windows, not at your toes. See if you can lift your toes up and bring your toes to touch like a tail feather of a bird. And balance. Inhale. Blocks are not going to do you any good. It's going to be just the same. You got to put weight in your hands. Exhale, 2. You got to use Mula Bandha. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Look over there. Don't look back there because you're rounding your back. You got to look up and shift the weight forward. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Good. Inhale. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. Hips are in the air. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat to the heels, coming into a child's seat. From here, we will practice headstand. Interlace the hands together, making a single fist. Now, I like my hands together. Some people like their hands apart, but if you like your hands apart, don't rest the back of your head in your hands. Place the head on the floor behind the wrist crease. Tuck the toes under and lift the knees up. As you lift the knees up, walk the feet forward so the hips are over the shoulders. You can stay like that, but I want you to walk forward so your hips are over your shoulders, not behind your shoulders. Yeah. Now, if you want to go further, bring one knee at a time into the chest, coming into a half headstand. If you want to go further, then extend the legs all the way to the air, coming into a headstand. All right. So turkeys, my whole focus of the month this month is on turkeys. This is kind of the month for turkeys, but not in a good way, right? And turkeys, wild turkeys are actually incredibly majestic, noble birds. They're very intelligent. The American Indians saw them as like these amazing spiritual birds that were able to take messages to the Great Spirit. But few of us know anything about turkeys, except like when you go to the grocery store and you see them wrapped in plastic. And as you try to come up, so this looks good. Come up again. Try it again. Now listen to what I'm saying to you. Keep your heels in your seat connected. Lift your knees up and learn to move your hips. Don't worry about your feet all of a sudden. Now lift your feet up, and instead of pointing your toes like a ballet dancer, flex your feet. Now, I got to get you out of the anterior tilt and squeezing your glutes. So you got to pull your lower ribs in, and you got to relax your glute muscles and use some quads. You trust your glutes, you're strong in your glutes, and you overwork them, but now you got to use your quads because it's throwing you in the back, then you're going to fall on your back. You got to find a neutral pelvis. Does that make sense? Now, push me away and take some weight out of your head. Push my hand away from your feet. Push upwards. Push upwards. You got it. There you go. Just a little. Give me a little upward energy and pull those ribs in. Stop sticking those ribs out. Okay, good. Good. Better. You feel the difference? Elena, how are you doing over there? Yeah? You want to try to come up again? Well, try it. Come on. Yeah, I'm here. Now bring one knee into your chest. Now give me your other knee. Now, don't rush. That's the same thing I just said. Don't rush. Think about your feet. Think about your knees. Move your hips. Learn to move your hips. Then extend your legs. Now, dorsal flex. Don't worry about that pointing thing, ballet thing. Bring your knees to touch. Kiss your knees. Make your knees kiss each other. So relax your glutes and squeeze inwardly. Inwardly. Close the hip instead of open the hip. That's opening the hip. Close the hips. Inward rotation of the thigh. Now pull your ribs in. Move your pelvis. Don't let your ribs stick out. You're getting it. Good. And then come down. Good, you're getting it. All right. If you're still up, rest in a child's seat. Come down. Then reach the hands forward, tuck the toes under, press into the hands, lift the knees, come into downward facing dog again. Okay. Now I want you to watch me. I'm going to do this with you, okay? On your inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Now move your chest slightly forward so your thumbs are in line with the breast. Lift your hips, so stop dropping your belly. Bend your elbows and put your chest on the floor with your hips in the air. Good. And stay. That's it. That's what it feels like. Ashtanga Namaskar, okay? So it's not a belly flop every time. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now push into your hands, lift your chest just about a ½ inch off the floor and slide forward cobra. And then squeeze your legs together and point your toes at the mirrors and press your toenails into the floor. And then lift your hands off the floor. As you lift your hands off the floor, lift your chest higher like a cobra opening its hood. instead of lifting your feet. Don't worry about your feet. Just worry about your upper body. Exhale, 1. Inhale, try to lift the shoulders higher by moving your scapula toward the center of your spine. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down and relax. Now bring the forehead to the earth and reach back, make a fist behind your back. Interlace your hands together. Now, same idea here. Just because you can get your hands behind your back and in a fist does not mean that you moved your shoulders. Before you lift up, first, lift your shoulders away from the floor and move your scapula toward the spine and then down the back. Then on the inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms, lifting the shoulder points away from the floor. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Release your hands. Rock out your hips. Bend the knees. Reach back, grab the ankles. Shift the weight from the pubic bone to just in front of your navel. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands and lift the knees as high as the shoulders. So shoulders and knees are in alignment with each other. Exhale, 1. Inhale, kick back instead of out. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Relax. Release your feet. All right, everybody, I want you to try it this way. Everybody, bend your knees. Now, grab your ankles. Now, bring your feet and your knees together. So draw your feet and your knees together. Now, let your big toes touch. On your inhale, kick your feet back toward the mirrors and lift up. And try to bring your toes to touch as you lift your back of your calves away from your thighs. Don't let your knees go out so far out wide. Inhale, try to keep the knees in line with the shoulder girdle. Exhale, 2. Inhale, good. Exhale, 3. Now see if you can bring the feet only an inch apart. Exhale, 4. Good. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down. Relax. Bring the hands by the chest, elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees are off the ground, just the tops of the toes are pressing into the earth. Exhale, go back downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Inhale, coming forward to a plank. And exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. The hips are in the air. The belly is not on the ground. So you're not always going to drop that pelvis. You're going to lift it up. There you go. On your inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, come down and roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, tickle the heels with the fingertips. Feet or hips width distance apart, parallel. On the inhale, lift the hips, the lower, the middle back. Clasp the hands together in a fist underneath you, like you've been doing all night, day. You've been doing this hands behind the back all day. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. No, it's not from there. Let me show you. You were right the first time. Inhale. come all the way to here, and then pull back a little bit on her chest. You see what I'm saying? You're going to ground down, not slide with me. You're going to give me a little resistance. Then release the hands and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. All right. Now, from here, you can stay in half bridge. You can even come into a supported half bridge. Upward bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Place the hands next to the head, the elbows toward the ceiling, the fingertips toward your shoulders. Press into your hands and your feet, and on your inhale, lift your body off the floor, extending your arms, upward bow. Good chin. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin into the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. So it's not that you're not strong enough. It's your strength that's getting in your way. Do you understand what that means? So because you're very strong, there's a little lack of mobility, and so you're trying to find where that is to extend the arms. Put this belt around your upper arm. That's going, your forehead will touch it, but I want you to try to rip the belt apart. Okay? Your forehead to touch for a moment. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, lift up. Look at there. Much better. Now try to extend. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Pull the belt apart with your arms outward. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Does that feel like you're like energetically lining up with something different? You're tight. You're tight, but sometimes but tightness means strength. So what we're doing now is we're getting that, instead of you trying to find a place and not getting up, that's keeping you in a place where you can find the extension. So use that belt one more time. This time do it on your own. Last time, place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come up again. Exhale, 1. Bring it just underneath your elbows. Maybe a little too high on your bicep. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 2. Good. That looks better. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin to your chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Good. Now draw your knees into your chest. Give your knees a little hug. You can make little circles on the sacrum. So one thing about yoga, and people don't really realize this, why yoga is about the details is because if you actually want to put Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu into action in your own life, if you're going to try to figure out in some small way through your thoughts, your words, your actions, that you want to uplift the lives of others, you have to become aware of your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Does it really matter where your foot is? Will anybody die if your foot's turned out? No. But if you're trying to become more aware of thoughts, words, and actions and how it ripples out from you and affects others, then it matters. Bring the knees over to the left, extend the right arm out, look over the right shoulder. So yoga is for people who like details. Now notice if you dropped your knees as low as your hips. So bring your knees all the way up in line with your belly button. Where's your belly button? Where are your knees? In line with each other. There you go. People who don't like details don't like yoga. People who like big generalizations, like I said, they end up at like something like Soul Cycle or Zumba or kettlebell lifting, whatever that is. Come back to center. I've seen people throw those kettlebells around. I'm like, there is no consciousness there. Like, go over to the other side. And then, and that's where some people are in their life. But when you come to yoga, there's a willingness to start really evaluating and thinking about, am I breathing? Am I using the core? Am I engaging Mula Bandha? Am I applying my mantra to the practice, or has the mantra just become this decorative thing that we just did? That I don't really understand why I said Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. I'm not really sure how to make that happen in my life. But by starting to ask yourself those questions or notice those things, that's the beginning of the practice. It's a practice. It's not about mastering it. It's not about getting it right or nailing it. Bring the knees back into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. And then from here, open up the knees. Bring the soles of the feet toward the sky. Hold on to the outside of your feet and draw your knees into your armpits, coming into a happy baby. Come right here, up there. Good. Now grab a hold of the big toes in Yogi Toe Lock and open up the legs to a straddle for Supta Ukta Vishta Konasana. Then bring the legs back together. Bend the knees, hug the knees into the chest. Bring the forehead toward the knees. On the inhale, rock forward, and exhale, roll back. Inhale, rock forward, exhale, roll back. Inhale, rock forward. Come up to a seated position. Spin yourself around. Extend your legs out in front of you, facing the windows. Dorsal flex the feet. Lift the head and chest. Exhale, fold forward. Hold on to the feet. Paschimottanasana. If you can't reach your feet, belts are good. Towels are good. Your sweater you brought to class is good. But you kind of want to pull your toes back in a dorsal flex. There you go. And you don't want your toes splaying away from each other. So Annie, and you see how you got that duck foot going on? You're going to bring those toes to touch. Why? Because I'm going to activate this muscle here, and I'm going to pull it in instead of letting everything rotate out externally. On the inhale, lift up, and exhale, hands by the hips. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Exhale, open up the right knee, right foot on inside of left thigh. Twist the torso over the left leg. And exhale, go forward, hold on to the left foot. And so here again, we're trying to do something different, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back into alignment with the hip. So that foot can come out a little bit. And we're going to center your shoulders instead of turning it into a side stretch. We're going to turn it into a hamstring stretch. Different, right? This is minor adjustment. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Inhale, lift the head and chest up as you lift the right knee up. Exhale, extend the right leg out. Inhale, bend the left knee. Open up the left knee, left foot on inside of right thigh. Twist the torso over the right leg. And then exhale, fold forward, hold on to the right foot. As I hold on to the right foot, I'm going to feel what's going on in my shoulders. So I'm not twisting, but I'm actually moving forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, lift the head and chest up as you lift the left knee up. Exhale, extend the left leg. On the inhale, bend both the knees, open up the knees, bring the feet together, move the heels a little closer to the pubic bone. Use your thumbs, open up the soles of the feet like a book. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. And as you fold forward, press your elbows into your shins or your thighs. And that will help open up the inner hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Good. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. Now keep your feet and your knees where they are. Come lay down on your back in Goddess. Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclining cobbler. Now, from here, you can stay in reclining cobbler. You can even put blocks underneath the knees if you're going to stay here, or blankets underneath the knees, and come into this as a restorative posture. Or you can lift the knees up, extend the legs, place the hands next to the hips, immediately come into halasana, coming into shoulder stand, or set yourself up with blankets if you use blankets for shoulder stand. If you would like to go to the wall for Viparina Karani, just bring your knees together, roll over to one side, and go over to the wall and bring legs up the wall in Viparina Karani. So you got 3 options. So see how, like everybody says, Austin's like doesn't give very many options. I'm giving a lot of options now. So you got legs up the wall, shoulder stand. So let's look at this, how you did this. And Goddess. So that's a big mass of fabric. Okay, so, and it's not the width of your shoulders. So if we unfold it like that, then it's the width of your shoulders, and you got to go down a little bit more. So we're going to move it down far enough so that we're going to fold that over. And then it's also the length of your torso. Now put your head on the bamboo floor. Good. Now put your hands on the floor. Now press into your hands, lift your legs over. Good. Doesn't that feel a little better? And then put your hands in a fist. Make a fist. Get your elbows closer together. So external rotation of your shoulder. Tight shoulders, I know. Now put your hands on your back. Now move your feet back toward the center line over the hips. But you got to move your pelvis forward. So how do I do that? I got to squeeze at the bottom of the glute, and I got to move the hip forward by pinching the glute. Does that make sense? There you go. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to move your hips, you got to use your glutes. Glutes are your powerhouse. You want to move your hips, you learn to operate gluteus maximus and gluteus minus. Now, Annie, you look like the Special K pinch over here. Like a C. So you got to move your hips forward, and you got to take your hand up a little higher. And you got to pull your feet back. So you got to also learn to use this here. Squeeze at the bottom of your glutes, right here, pinch. Pinch here, and you'll notice how when you pinched, you moved your foot back. So don't let that relax and hang out. When you just relax, then your feet come way over here. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Dorsal flex the feet. Let the toes come overhead. Let the toes touch the floor behind the head. And then if the toes don't touch the floor, then bend the knees and bring the knees onto your forehead. Okay, if the knees are bent, then keep your hands on your back. If the toes are on the floor, clasp your hands together in a fist and extend your arms away from you. Halasana. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Now put your hands on the floor toward the windows. Use your hands like brakes. Slowly come down one vertebrae at a time, so you don't come flying down. See if you can keep your shoulders on the mat when your legs come down. Good. Then once your legs are extended, lift your torso up. Open up your mat. Move your mat blanket off to the side if you got a blanket underneath you. Lay down on the back. Turn the palms to face upward. Press into your elbows. Puff up your chest and come onto the top of the head. So you're balancing on your sit bones, your elbows, and the crown of your head. And you can even look at the tip of your nose. It kind of makes you a little cross-eyed. And then like you can bring your underbite over your overbite. Like stick your jaw out a little bit like a fish does. So it's a little more of underbite.
Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Pressing the elbows, bring the chin to the chest, and come down. And from here, we're going to set up for Shavasana, corpse seat. So you can roll up a blanket, place a blanket underneath the knees. You can place a blanket on top of you, allowing yourself just to relax. If you want to, any way you want to face, it's okay. If you want to face with your feet toward the windows or the feet toward the mirror, it doesn't matter. A lot of times people do it out of respect so their feet aren't toward the altar, but my belief is God is everywhere. So it doesn't matter. Krishna is here and he's over there. So it doesn't matter. Then lay on the ground, relax. And now you can release Mula Bandha. You can allow the breath just to breathe the body. Let the body become heavy.
Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. 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 लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु 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 लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो
Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and toes. Stretch the arms overhead. And stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. And bring the knees into the chest, giving the knees a hug. And gently roll over to the right side of the mat. And just stay there in a fetal position for a second. And then pressing the left palm into the earth, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position. And we're going to practice, Echo's going to teach us a pranayama before meditation. So come sit on a block or a blanket so your hips are a little higher than your knees. And I'm going to let Echo explain to you what we're going to do.
Okay. Make sure this seat is comfortable to you because we will practice kumbhaka, which maybe will let you feel a little bit because we will holding the breath. Cross your leg, bring your left hand in chin mudra, bring the index finger and the thumb touch, other three fingers extend and rest it on the left knee. Your right hand will be in the Vishnu mudra, fold your index finger and the middle finger, and then to the inner palm and extend the other 3 out. So it's like in this shape. And now you will place both the right hand close to your nostril. And this is an uneven pattern pranayama, and the ratio is 1, 4, 2, 3. It means that you will inhale 4 count, and then retention, hold the breath there for 16 count, and then you will exhale 8 count and hold the breath 12 count. It's kind of complicated, but just follow the cues. And if you have high blood pressure or pregnancy or any like loose retinas, which like pressure in the eyes is higher, please do not hold the breath. Just inhale and exhale in 1:1 ratio, and you will breathe with us together. Okay, when you're ready, close your eyes. Bring the right hand close to your nose, and bring all the awareness to your eyebrow, centering yourself. Inhale deeply. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha. Inhale again deeply. Exhale everything out. Use your right thumb, close your right nostril. Inhale through your left side. 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Release the left side. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold both close. Retention. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Sorry. 9, 10, 11, 12. Release the left right side. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Close both and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Release the left side. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Close both and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Release left side. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close, pause, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Release the right side. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Close both and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Release the right side. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Release the left side. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Close both and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Exhale left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Release right side. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Close, hold, both. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Exhale, right side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Through both nostrils, inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale everything out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring back to your neutral breath. Inhale.
And let your right hand float down toward the right
Exhale.
thigh. Continue your inhales and exhales on a 8 count. Continue that. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Setting up for meditation, keep that deep full inhale and that deep full complete exhale. And draw the senses inward, letting my voice be the last thing to leave you, and start to focus the mind. And you need something to focus on. So as you inhale, silently chant to yourself, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And as you exhale, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And allow the mantra to match the inhales and the exhales. That'll be about 8 counts. Inhaling Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Exhaling Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly to meet the hands. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, the words, and the actions of my own life contribute in some small way to that happiness and to that freedom for all. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Echo, for teaching with me and assisting. Don't forget a couple of quick announcements. Thanksgiving, the 23rd, Yogeshwar and I will be doing a Thanksgiving morning class in here. There'll be some vegan treats afterwards. Yogeshwari is teaching 2 classes, the 30th, the 7th, and then she's doing an inversion workshop. And then, and don't forget the Urban Sadhu Yoga Teacher Training, July the 28th through August the 25th at Omega Institute. That is a retreat, a month-long retreat like we used to do back in the old days, back before that thing called COVID, right? And everything went online. So if you're looking for a yoga teacher training, this should be a really excellent one. We have some excellent facilitators and excellent international teachers that are going to come and teach at Omega. And if you've never been to Omega, Omega is an amazing holistic institute up in Rhinebeck, New York. That's been around since the 60s. And like it's one of these kind of magical places that a lot of people still don't know about. That like you can go up there for weekends and do educational, holistic educational kind of workshops and trainings, and be in the Catskills and nature, and you feel like you're miles and miles away from New York City.
Sarvesham Swastir Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Shanti Shanti Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Shanti Shanti Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Shanti Shanti सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ शान्ति 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 सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ शान्ति 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 सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ शान्ति 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 सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु शान्ति 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 सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु शान्ति 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 सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु शान्ति 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 सर्वेषां स्वस्ति